Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Hey, what's here? Today we got the top 10 running backs in Madden Ultimate Team 23 right now. Now, number 10 is Aaron Jones, and I think he barely makes this list. I don't think I've seen a lot of Aaron Joneses out there because his card's been insanely expensive for really the whole game and probably overly expensive, but an 89 overall, so he's right there at the top of the overall scale along with his stats. Have made him a pretty good runner nonetheless, but like I don't know, is he worth it right here with these numbers with all the new ones coming out? I don't think so, and that's why he's number 10 for me. So Aaron Jones, okay. Number 9, Derrick Henry. You guys know Derrick Henry with his speed stats, not the fastest guy out there, and I will say, maybe Mike Allstott makes this list if he was a running back instead of a fullback, but Derrick Henry is kind of like a fall forward type of guy. He's always struggling. Now, he won't break every tackle. Obviously, nobody does, but Derrick Henry is Derrick Henry out there. Like, once he gets this, most feared guy, especially if you throw some sort of, bruiser on him, like a heavy or a bulldozer, one of those two. Even air trucks work a little bit here in this game just to slow him up. But Derrick Henry, definitely a north-south back, without a doubt. He can catch the ball, get out there. But really, his duty is doing just that, which is getting those yards after contact, really bouncing off tacklers one from the other. So Derrick Henry, pretty solid back overall. So I will put him at number 9 for me. Boom, get off me. I love it. So it generally takes these bigger backs like a few tackles to get down, to be fair. We got another big back a little bit later in this countdown, but I don't know. Derrick Henry, we've had the, demons of him from last year, and we'll see him, I'm sure, again, having an upgraded card this year. But this card, ooh-wee. Just watching him plow dudes over and making them hate the fact that they got in his way and not make a business decision is kind of funny. DeMarco Murray here, 87 overall running back. He's got the goal line, but I don't really use that. 87 speed on him, so one of the quicker ones, not the quickest one, but I think with a high-end change of direction that DeMarco has, I think he feels pretty nice out there on the sticks. He's also pretty inexpensive right there. He isn't Henry like I talked about. He will go down. He can't catch the ball, especially when you high point away from that. He's got a little bit of fight there as you see him just push and fight a little bit forward. He's kind of like a well-rounded all-around back, especially if you're running maybe a Cowboys themed team or something. Not in his element really at the goal line, but maybe he would be better if you did have that goal line back on him. Yeah, DeMarco, pretty solid for number 8. Number 7 will be Raheem Mostert. Again, 87 speed on this character right here. I didn't use any abilities on this Mostert, but basically a pretty cheap player because he's 87 overall, and the fact that he's got an 87 speed on him means that you're gonna be able to get the edge and get around it. More of an outside the tackle kind of guy. I've seen stretches do a lot of dirty work, especially with this Mostert card. So actually pretty phenomenal card. But not gonna break a ton of tackles on the 3 break tackles. Nyheim Hines is here for the special ability, the ability to get running back apprentice routes on the field. 86 speed, acceleration. So again, nothing special right here. You're like, wow, Hines higher than Murray? What are you talking about? But it is all 100% because of the special ability. It's a rare ability that only I think one other running back in the game has. So Nyheim Hines, yeah, it's really just one thing about him that makes him remarkable. But this game is so ability-based that the one thing really matters, especially angle route stuff. Joe Mixon, though, this guy played like a monster for me. I really did love Joe Mixon with his speed, agility, carrying. I didn't really see any fumbles out of any of these backs, but break tackle at 88 means he was just kind of gliding past guys in their arms super well. So Joe Mixon was my running back for a long time, as I had no complaints about this card whatsoever, and only recently upgraded him when a few of the other cards came out. But this was the early Madden meta, and even still right now, you are going to be able to make a lot of plays. I still go against Joe Mixon's out there, and I still get, I still curse his name out if I do go against him. You got to make sure, obviously, in that little tackle battle situation to hit the button a little quicker. But you see him skating between blocks right there, gets skinny, gets there, cuts really well. I didn't mind his juke at all either. Number 4 will be the one we got today or tomorrow, whenever you see this. Christian McCaffrey, 88 speed, 90 acceleration, 91 agility. Now, this morning that that was glitched, and they did fix it, so it is back up to the normal thing. His biggest weakness is obviously no trucking. So it is a pure third down back play. You see me running him near the goal line, which is fine, right? Goal line stuff is all right, but basically getting the ball out to him in space, get it to his hands, and then letting him do work, get to the end zone is what you want to do with the CMC. Is he is this perfect third down back. He also actually saved me. He scored me a touchdown, right? He actually blocked 2 defenders against a player here, and you know what? It's huge, right? my guard missed it, and CMC picked up 2 rushers at once in pass protection. So look at that juke right there. Really nice quick juke on CMC there. It's been my like number way of making people miss with CMC, and really like most backs I think have a pretty decent juke this year if you keep it going. But he doesn't have as much fight as you'd like. Obviously with a lack of trucking, he is not inside the tackle back, but he can do pretty well right there against light sets. Ricky Williams will be my number 3 back. Very similar stuff. I'm not going to be using that ability at goal line. Acceleration, speed, agility and change of direction, 83, 85 really kind of means that he is more of a north-south runner, but 90 trucking, 90 break tackle. Maybe not the greatest for weight, because like for trucking backs, you really want a guy that's going to be heavier. Now, Ricky Williams is got pretty decent weight, I think. I think it's in the 220s if I recall correctly. But Ricky Williams, he's kind of like a do-it-all back. I feel like he's an all 3 downs back. He's not like, as absurd at like going north and south as heavier backs would be, but he's got really nice speed out there. He doesn't get as good at animations as somebody I'll get to in a little bit here. Saquon Barkley, who just came out a few days ago, also 88 speed, 88 acceleration, so a little bit lower acceleration than some of the other guys we've seen, but they gave him 230 pounds, so trucking only 85, break tackle 90 is incredible. Very much like Ricky Williams a little bit right there, north-south, but a little heavier so he can break tackles. But, man, he just looks kind of fast through the holes. He gets good, decent fall-forward animations due to a little bit extra weight than a lot of the guys. He can catch the ball, maybe not as well as CMC, obviously, with the catching stats, but he will catch it around defensive linemen, sheds them off. And, yeah, second tackler will almost always get you, with the exception of a few times. But Saquon, like, he just looks fast out there, right? He felt good on the sticks, maybe not as good as CMC, but I think I actually like this card better than CMC. Break that tackle because he can truck dudes if in the pinch, like going one-on-one in the safeties. He's got a good juke like you saw, but he can also just like go run right through you from time to time. Really did enjoy my time with Saquon. I think this was like probably the most complete back that I played with so far, but number 1 is still Jerome Bettis. This guy is absurd. This guy is insane. Now, he is a little bit slower. They did give him Jukebox, but I didn't use Jukebox. And Jukebox would be good on him, I think, because, adding the juke on top of his incredible trucking would be something. Now, I didn't add any chems. I dedicate 0 AP to my running back, and yeah, sure, if you go side to side with him and get tackled, it can work pretty bad for you, but he can't catch the ball like that. Otherwise, like, this is what he 2-on-1's not great, but this is what he does, right? He just runs through people. At 250 something pounds, whatever he is, that's just his job. And like the 86 speed sure isn't the greatest. You will get caught from behind, and a lot of guys, those other guys like 88 speed might be a little bit better, but that is just crazy. People will have to go down for your knees in order to take you out one-on-one in the open field. And you're just going to kind of like get those, yards after contact, the fall forward, everything. Bettis is my favorite running back this year, which is kind of cool as a Steelers fan for a Steelers running back to be this effective in the game. So Jerome Bettis, he is that dude. Oh my God, I love it. Every time, like you just like look for contact with Bettis too. And you just make your opponent feel bad because I'm just humiliating you as a true man out there on the field. So Jerome Bettis, he's that dude. Thanks for watching. Let me know where I messed up. Peace.